Hello and welcome back to another vintage toy fair haul. Do let me know if these ever get boring, but like I find them fun. It feels like I've gone on a little treasure hunt and I'm showing you my treasures. So let's start with what I think is the star of the show, and that is this tie-dye Furby. He's very me-coded. Like, I love a Furby, but like a pastel rainbow Furby. This is me. And he works, but I don't want him to work, so I'm not going to put any batteries in. This toy fair was actually really interesting in like the Furby department. So there was one stall selling a long Furby, which is really cool. Never seen one of those at a toy fair before. They wanted £200 for it. I only bought 100 and I'd already spent 30 on this. So I was like, no, I'll pass. And I look over and this lady has this great big fuck off AI poster, so obviously I'm not gonna buy from her. So I politely turned her down. She was not having it. She told me to haggle the price down. I left. She came and found me. Like, she chased me down to tell me she would do 100. Again, didn't have £100 on me. Like, is that not so weird? But yeah, I want to make my own long Furby. Like, so if anyone is selling a pink flamingo Furby body, that is the one I want to longify, but I don't see them around anywhere. But yeah, I don't like haggling, I don't like AI, and I especially don't like being chased around the room. And another cool find, you might know I collect like Furby fakes. I did a video on Furby fakes, but there was a Beaky money box there. I didn't buy it because it was terrifying. Also, I had to like screenshot this from Dan the Games Man's video because I didn't take a picture. But yeah, that was like a really interesting thing to find. One Furby fake I did buy, not here, just like online, but I got a PP. I've started bringing him everywhere. I love him so much. And then moving on to LPS, I got this really cute panda. He has like sort of a bobblehead kind of thing going on like the toys do. And this is from LPSO, I believe? No, LPS VIPs. Yeah, I always forget the difference. LPS VIPs. Unfortunately, the LPS store wasn't quite hitting this time. I guess they'd sort of been ransacked like the weekend before because it was only like G4s and shit, but I did get this really cute pink seahorse. And then a second LPS store had entered the arena because there's one that's like a regular there, but they only really sell like Sylvanians. But I got this little frog from there and the panda. Super cute, and I'm glad there's like more of a variety of people selling them because sometimes it is like only that one overpriced stall. But we had 2 extra ones this time. And I also got, do you recognize her? This is Harris Faulkner. I made a video about this on my main channel like years ago before I was even really that into LPS. But yeah, this one has a funny story because someone tried to sue over this hamster because it looked like her. Now moving on to zelfs. So you might be thinking, hey, you bought this one last time. Yeah, I did. They were only in a bundle, but it was like a cheap as shit bundle. So this is a repeat and I will sell her, but I think it was like a £3 baggie of like 4 zelfs. Don't know what that was. But it actually came with one of my dream ones. This is Float. She has a lot of like paint on her. I don't know if you're able to get that off, but I really hope so. Also, her wings are like quite loose. But yeah, super happy to have found her. Had to make my dad cross her off my Christmas list. I can't remember this diva's name off the top of my head, but she is very gorgeous. Happy to have her too. And then there was also a mini zelf, which I'm not like so into collecting, but I have a few here or there. I don't like get rid of them. Then we have some sanrio finds. So this is Pom Pom Purin with a duck on his head. Super cute. This stall like is my favorite one, but they go to Japan and like bring stuff back that you wouldn't be able to get here. So that's super cool. And then I got this as a gift for my friend Daisy. It's like the same color as her hair, but it's My Melody with like these little shaky balls in her head. Super cute. I really want to like keep it for myself. I won't, but like I'm tempted. And then I got one of these mini Hamtaro figurines. I love collecting things that look like me. And like this diva has the same trim going on, so I love her. I've like sort of started collecting these Hamtaro minis, and I didn't actually find any listings of her online, so I think she might be like a little bit rare. And then the store I got the Furby on had this really sweet little vintage Pikachu. I miss when he was fat. But I saw this in a shop once, but it was like in a glass cabinet, and like no way in hell am I asking someone to open a glass cabinet for me. So yeah, I'm happy I ran into him again, not behind a glass cabinet. And then on the topic of Pokemon cards, I might have this one already. I'm just a Woobat enjoyer. And then this gorgeous Shaman. This is like probably one of the prettiest cards I own. It's definitely going on like my front page with all my favourites. But I also think £8 was like quite cheap for this. I've only ever seen it for 10 or more, so definitely had to pick that up. And then finally I got a Polly Pocket house. I only have like the compact, so I've never bought one of these houses and that needed to change. But I think this one is super cool. It needs a bit of a clean, but it has these like rotating doors that you can spin. I love that so much. And then it flips up like this. There's a little shower, like a sort of hotel lobby sort of thing going on here. Super duper cute. I just love anything like tiny. Also, I am like pissing and shitting myself over like the My Little Pony Polly Pocket collab. Like this is everything I've ever dreamed of in my life, and if I do not get this, I will cry. But anyway, that is the end of this haul. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Whenever that is, I can't remember. But thank you for watching. Bye bye.